everybody. Welcome to the Axiom Network AMA with SIVA. How you doing, boys?
Good to see you.
Awesome.
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
We've got Joe and Lars here with us from SIVA. They're about to get their native token launch live on the blockchain this Saturday, and we have a few other people that might be popping in. Hopefully they do, and we can bring them in on the conversation. But in the meantime, yeah, it's great to be here, guys. Really excited for you guys, and this is this our second or third time on a live stream?
I think YouTube is the second time.
Second time, yeah.
And
I know we've been on a ton of Twitter Spaces.
Countless Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, it's really a good way in the crypto community to communicate and to get more eyes on the project. And we always love to talk to other projects because SIVA is, of course, about other projects mainly. And yeah, it's the best way to get in contact with them and to really talk to them and take time to really dive really deep into the projects. As we always have to keep the security up for our whole ecosystem, and Twitter Spaces really help us with this to really get a good sense for how the project operates. And yeah,
always
Twitter amazing.
Spaces. It's one of the best ways that I found to really meet people on a level that at first isn't disruptive. It's a little more organic. And if you've seen them around, in fact, that's the way it was with us. I saw you guys in at least a dozen or more spaces, and was kind of following and listening and paying attention and checking out links and all that. It really helps you kind of get a sense for the legitimacy of a project and how serious they are about what they're doing. And that's really what I got from you guys when we were doing all those spaces, is that, what you're working on is legitimate, it's valuable, it's solid, it's really kind of it's something that's really, really needed right now in a lot of communities, where, especially right now in this bear market, we're kind of still suffering when it comes to community engagement and getting people excited. There's not a lot to be excited about right now. And in fact, this is kind of one of my mantras right now, is just to kind of hold the line and keep trudging forward. And this is a really good tool for us to just to kind of monitor engagement and reward engagement, to get people to engage, to start talking a little bit more, and have a little reward there for that, a way for them to measure their participation and see their progress as far as their participation. And so that's really, we had, and I know we've mentioned this before, especially in spaces, but we had an amazing tipping bot for a long time in Discord that eventually just got broken, and the dev that helped us build it was not accessible anymore. And a lot of that was because of the terms of service that Discord has when it comes to actually, because we were actually tipping literal Axiom back and forth. People had their wallets connected, and they had a stash that they kept within the contract, and there was tipping that was happening all the time. And so, once we get to the white label version, as you know, we have been focused on using the SIVA branded standard version, just so that people know who's behind that tool that we're using. And so when we do go to that white label solution, they will know from where their that engagement reward comes from. And so we're really excited from that perspective. I know Smart Finance, who Josh may be hopping on, hope he's able to make it. Smart Finance was one of the first big projects to come on board with you guys, and is Jordan over at Polydoge. He couldn't make it today. We we were really trying to get as many people on here, but just with the kind of the market conditions and everything else, people are pretty spread thin right now. But is SIVA on the Polydoge Discord as well?
I think on the official, not right now, but we have already had some meetings with Jordan, and we will have some cool things up our sleeves for the official Polydoge server. So yeah, SIVA will soon be there, but in the custom version.
But the Polydoge is one of the tokens that you can choose to withdraw if you're doing that white label solution. Is that correct?
If you use the white label solution, you can really use every ERC20 compatible token, and we are compatible with 14 blockchains. So it's really for the public ecosystem that we have to use some tokens to showcase, for example, why we have a multiplier in our ecosystem, which is important to adopt to all the different tokenomics. If you compare, for example, Polydoge with Bitcoin, where 1 billion Polydoge is maybe $10. Compare this with Bitcoin. This is why we have the liquidity pool of Polydoge in our ecosystem. And then we came in contact with Jordan and the whole team behind Polydoge. And but for now, it's also provided from the pockets of Lars and me to really give back and to have rewards for our community. And
that is actually one of the things that I really, really like, is that once we go to that white label solution, once we make Axion a reward, a token that people can withdraw, then other communities, should they choose to, and should we choose to set it up this way, could also reward in Axion, and which potentially is going to expose us to those other communities.
Exactly.
And it's really and then it falls upon us to build relationships with those communities, so they actually feel good about offering Axion as one of those reward tokens as well. So if that sounds, am I seeing things correctly now? I mean,
100%. It's even better because you all know of these collaborations and partnerships that everyone does, and a few of them, but the main portion of them do not really provide some real value to their collaborations and partnerships. It's really like this one-time event. And now we really found a way, if you have the custom version of SIVA, you can, for example, implement your collaborations NFTs as a requirement to earn rewards in your community. And or if you partner up with a token project, you can offer them that they can provide their tokens on your Discord server as a withdrawal option. So there are really collaborations and partnerships on another level, and you can have as many as you want. So you can call up with as many NFT projects and token projects as you want, because you can have as many requirements and as many rewards as you want. This was really the main goal, to give founders the most freedom to do whatever they like, because we know that all projects, companies are completely different, and we want to have something up our sleeves for every one of them. This is why we have everything highly modular, so you can customize the levels, the rewards that someone gets for the levels, the daily rewards when someone does the daily quest, the rewards for writing a message on Discord, for retweeting you on Twitter, and soon on Telegram and YouTube and Twitch. And we always keep it like this, so you can always attach your own rewards to all these engagement, and rewards can have requirements, and these could be your partners or collaborations NFTs, your own NFTs, SIVA NFTs. If you want, you can of course implement SIVA NFTs as a requirement if you want. And what we ask projects, if you, for example, have a PFP project and you want to use our ecosystem, you have to hold a founder pass, which is currently 130 MEDIC, to unlock the white label solution. And then you can use your PFPs as a requirement to receive a reward. And in case you don't have a token, this is where our SIVA token comes into play. We want to position our token as the reward token for communities. We have, of course, many more utilities, but the main use case is really to be the resource that can be given back to communities. So if you own a founder pass, you will receive an airdrop of 200 SIVA. So you already have the resource that you can give back to your community and start right with the whole ecosystem. Use your PFPs as a requirement to withdraw SIVA tokens, for example, or
And
whichever token you really want.
I kind of want to step in just for a second here for anyone who's really hasn't really been up to speed with some of the things we're doing here at Axion. And this is really what you just said is kind of part of that brilliance that I really kind of was attracted to. With Axion now has been around for almost 3 years. We've got a pretty large community, but like other communities, the engagement has fallen. And, we're looking for ways to just kind of keep people coming back, if for nothing else, lurking and just kind of seeing what's going on. But which is why we created our community partners program, which we've got Pipe Protocol as part of that. We've got Polydoge as part of that. Smart Finance is part of that. And then we've got our Launch Alliance, which is kind of a step up from our Community Partners program. And in our Launch Alliance, SIVA is actually one of our first small handful of Launch Alliance partners, because they do have something to offer other projects and projects that are looking to build their communities. Along with that, we've got Polygon Alliance, we've got Securitants, we've got Ape Swap. And a couple others on the point being, that's really kind of what we're focused on right now here at Axion is, just what I said earlier, staying the course, kind of keeping things fresh and just being, continue to do everything we can to stay relevant, because it's really gone from a crypto winter. It's really, it is gone from a crypto bear market to a crypto winter in a lot of respects when it comes to engagement. So what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead. I know you've got a pretty significant presentation you put together. One of the things that I like about what you're doing, the way you're pursuing it, is you're looking at launching your token on the blockchain quite differently than we've seen. I'm very, I have already participated. We had a little flash sale last week during one of those spaces. And I did pick up a couple of those NFTs during the flash sale. And then, of course, that will open up for everybody on Saturday.
Yep.
And I want to note that while I was able to pick up a couple NFTs early, it's no different than the offer and the opportunity was no different than the opportunity that will be when this is set live on Saturday. So it was just an opportunity to kind of see how the system works, so we could share that with others, and just to kind of get that energy flowing, and hopefully that was a good little kickstart for you guys. But
it was.
You do have a space coming up on Saturday, and that's really kind of what we're here to showcase and promote, is the uniqueness of this launch, the breadth and depth of the products that you offer, and the opportunities that other projects have to utilize this in a way that's going to help them bridge those gaps and overcome some of those setbacks that this bear market has just inadvertently dumped on us. And I mean, that's an understatement, right? So so why don't we do this? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to turn over the screen sharing to you, and just take a breath once in a while and see if I got any questions. I don't want to interrupt you, but I know I might have some questions that can help, kind of focus our energy. And but ultimately, we're excited to just be here with you guys. We're excited to be even a small part of this chapter for SIVA. We're looking forward to Saturday's full launch, and that will be done through a unique vesting NFT that you'll be able to access. And so I will, without further ado, go ahead and turn some time over to you, and can't wait to hear what you've got.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, as you said, it's really a unique concept. And in our eyes, it's how ITOs should be done, because it's decentralized and non-custodial. So what this means, your tokens are at no time locked in the contract, but they are allocated on the NFT as an allocation. And so the UI, as you said, we had the flash sale, and for me as the lead dev, of course, it was like the main event to see if everything works flawless. And we made the website.
Move. That was a smart move, actually.
And it was amazing. So we had 0 errors in the logs, and everything works really amazing. We tested it thoroughly on the testnet. I think we had 4 or 5 deployments on the testnet prior to the launch on the mainnet. And yeah, this is how it's supposed to work. And by the way, this number right here is are the real numbers that are currently in our ecosystem. So we have 700,000 over 700,000 rewarded engagements since the start in pretty much a year ago. And this number is updated automatically. So if we had some engagements, which I hope we had, yep, there were some. And so we have around 100,000 rewarded engagements per month currently. We are in 150 servers. We have around 60,000 users, active users. And yeah, as I said, 100,000 rewarded engagements per month in the public ecosystem. And how it works from the on Saturday is that we have this button over here, and this website is live. So we designed the website that it reacts dynamically on the stage of the mint. So if we set the mint stage to go, basically to 1, the website realizes that the mint has started and updates the website accordingly. That means that the mint progress will update automatically, and when you choose a version, you will see that here will appear a mint button. So, and we want to keep it as easy as possible for everyone, and of course as secure as possible, which basically goes hand in hand. And coming back to the sale, we have these 3 editions. It's the silver edition, the gold edition, and the black edition. And the main difference is the locking period and the token price. So for the silver edition, we have 0 locking period, which means that the vesting period of the tokens, which are for all editions 6 months, start immediately. So if you bought on the flash sale, for example, if you bought a silver edition, you can already claim the token and harvest the token, which I will show you in a second. And
yeah. Just for the record, I picked up 2 silvers and 1 gold, so it that's and I'm saying that because
appreciate it
because that what I had access to, and I just want to make this clear, because I actually consider this probably one of the more fairer type launches that I've ever seen for a token launch, in that I didn't get this ridiculous this opportunity or offer that was so ridiculous that when you guys launch on day 1, I'm ready to take my gains out. Everybody pretty much has access to these the same day. Even though I was able to pick these up, I picked them up at the same price that anybody will have access to them, and I'm subject to the exact same vesting that everyone else is as well. And I think that's really critical, because that's always been something with Axion Launch, with our launch pad, that is important, that that everybody pretty much is treated the same in those vesting periods. And so I applaud you for that. I think that's where I'm really excited to kind of follow the progress of this. But sorry to interrupt, keep going.
No, it's really the main thing why we do it this way. As you said, you have the same vesting period, and the vesting period starts on the block when you mint the NFT. So we have no set date where we launch, and everyone can just dump on the chart. Everyone has this 6-month vesting period, and the only advantage that the flash minters had is that the tokens are, of course, like I think it was 2 weeks ago, are emitted completely 2 weeks earlier than the public mint. But the cool thing is you don't have to wait until all tokens have been emitted over the period of 6 months. Let's say if you want to harvest them 1 day later or 1 week or 1 month later, you can just go to the harvest page. And this doesn't work right now because on this wallet I don't have a VC card, but usually the VC cards show up right here, and you can just click on a harvest button, and this mints the token into existence. And this can be done at any time, so you don't have to wait for the 6 month to harvest the tokens. And as I said, this is really the cool thing about the token is see it like a check that emits the tokens over time. And it's really that easy and that mind-blowing, because the tokens do not even exist in the circulating supply until you harvest them into the circulating supply. And this, of course, is what you will, and if you will, it's basically like staking in its best form, and non-custodial staking, because you are again at any time in 100% custody of all the tokens. And I think this is the most important thing. Josh, see, you just joined.
Hey, Josh, welcome.
How's your day going?
Can you hear us?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe he's muted.
No, I heard a chair creak.
I hit on. Oh, there it is. The button's a
there he is.
But it let me on mute. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Great.
Hey,
Great.
we'll. I sent you a message. So just for those of you who are tuning in and watching later, this is Josh with Smart Finance. As we mentioned earlier, Smart Finance was one of the first projects to incorporate SIVA on their Discord. Josh is awesome. He is kind of my inspiration for the machine he is for doing spaces and this kind of thing. So we're excited that you could join us, buddy. And I want to, once we kind of get through a little bit of the technical info here about SIVA, I want to hear some updates from you, if that's okay.
Most definitely. I'm here for a good time. So I love the guys over at SIVA. I'll definitely be tuning in. And if you want my opinion, you know where to get it. Right here, baby.
All right, bro. Yeah, so we'll circle back and we'll catch up with Smart Finance too. But all right, hopefully, Joe, you haven't lost your place in what you're talking about. But
no, I don't. And we have Smart Finance on our roadmap, of course, too. So this is something maybe if we have enough time that we can talk about once we have wallet abstraction implemented, account abstraction implemented in our ecosystem. There will be basic smart wallet functionality with social login in Discord and supported clients, maybe Telegram, and there will be native swaps available. Just saying. But to get back to
Smart Finance, I'll tell you that I love Smart Finance. These guys do it.
Yeah, big time, 100%. Yeah. It's great. Let's continue with the ITO. As I said, we have the silver edition, gold edition, and black edition. And the difference are the different locking periods, and everything is on chain. And for me as a developer, of course, code is king. So you can really go to the contract and check it out by yourself. And let me quickly see exactly. Yeah, exactly. And the difference, of course, the resulting token price. So if you think of what a pre-sale is, what a seed sale is, what a public sale is, the biggest difference is really the token price and the locking and the vesting periods. And we have everything in one NFT collection. And it is really as easy as minting an NFT. And as I just said, just showed you, you can just click on harvest and you mint the token into existence. And it's really on Saturday, it will be as simple as choosing the version that you want to mint, clicking on the mint button, and you can choose the amount that you want to mint, which updates in real time. And there you go. You participated in the ITO, which is 100% not a security. And this is the amazing thing about SIVA 2, of course. And yeah, we are looking super forward to the token launch. And we have the biggest use case, and this is something that I wanted to announce here on the live stream, because we invented like a new buzzword for the mechanism that we invented, and it's called liquid license key. What this means is we wanted to lower the barrier to use our white label solution. As I said, you have to hold a founder pass, and with the liquid license key, you will be able, if you hold a specified amount of SIVA, which will be around 500 to 1,000, you can unlock the white label solution. So it will be around 25 to $50. Instead of holding a founder pass, which is currently 130 medic for the first 200 holders, but will be 500 medic until the 5,000 cap is reached. And how the liquid license key works is that you pay a daily fee for using the white label solution, and the fee will be paid in SIVA tokens. So your liquidity pool that you want to provide to your community as a reward will tick down. And once it's depleted, you can just buy new SIVA tokens, top up, and you can use the white label solution again. And so this will be the main use case, one of the main use cases for our token. And if you want to have the all-inclusive solution without the liquid license key mechanism, you have to hold a founder pass, which will always be the all-inclusive version where you don't have to pay any fixed cost or pay-per usage for any feature that we will come up with in the future. It's
no, that's awesome.
As always, any questions? Just interrupt me. I know
we picked up our founder's pass. We just haven't implemented it yet. Like I said earlier, we want our users and our community to see who's behind this product that we are going to be unfolding ourselves and configuring in a way that will really kind of hopefully get people excited again, because I mean it's one of those aspects that it just fits into, and I'm gonna get that freaking stupid reflection on my glasses again. So it works, so yeah.
Yeah, it works beautifully. Yeah. And it's really about the natural engagement. So if you compare us with other services that reward this one-time engagements where you have to make a screenshot and create a Discord help desk ticket, provide proof, do this one time, that one time, you get your free NFT, you leave the project. This is what we really don't want to value too much, basically. So, and we want to value community members that stand by the project, that engage in the community, and then you can really make quite a buck on just engaging in the community. And maybe I can just showcase you how easy it is to use SIVA. I'm now here in the official SIVA Discord server, or I can just switch over to the Axion server, for example, because we have SIVA over there, and I can write GM. Always love to write GM, of course, and the SIVA logo, and you will see that there's a new message in the SIVA rewards channel, and this is the rewards I just get for writing a message. Are these rewards, and as I hold a founder pass, I get a bonus. Oh, there you go. There's the next engagement.
Yeah, you gotta go back in general.
Yeah, perfect. So that's really all there is to it. So let's add a reaction, for example, to this message, and you will see that I just earned for adding this reaction. And if you want to check how much you earned, you can. I think it's supported in the general chat. You can enter the command balance. And here you can see this is my live stats for my Xerox Joe account, and these are my stats. We will have soon. We will add back our partner tokens from Betswell and from Shroom and from GM Gaming soon, and and then you can see that you already earned the tokens. And now comes the really cool part. If you want to withdraw them, you can just enter the command withdraw. That was the wrong bot. Oh, maybe we don't have.
Oh, that's probably our old bot. We need to.
Yeah, it's your old bot, but it's no problem. I think we don't have access to the withdraw command because we only allowed the balance command. In Discord, you can set where a command is allowed on a per channel basis. And in the Axion server, we configured that you can enter your balance and see your balance in the general, but all other commands like showing your current level, the levels, is only available in a certain channel. And this is always, of course, up for the Discord administrators to implement how they want to have it.
And that's another aspect that we like. But yeah, if you wanted to, you could go to the SIVA rewards. I think that's where it would show up.
Yeah, exactly. And now I went to this channel because the command is available, and we choose an amount. Let's say I want to withdraw 1,000 engagement points. And then you see what 1,000 engagement points are when the multiplier is applied to this value. So this will equal to 1 SIVA, to 100,000 Polydoge, or to 100 SPayPay. And for example, I want to withdraw Polydoge now to my wallet. I just choose which token I want, and then depending, of course, a little bit on the speed on the blockchain, it's might take a few seconds, and there you go. And then you can view the transaction, and let me quickly see it. Oh, awesome. And a few seconds later we will have the first confirmations, and there you see that we just received the 100,000 Polydoge to our wallet. And
so where do I send you the Axion so we could be one of those?
Yeah, we can implement it real quick. Yeah, it's really as easy as adding a new token. Let me quickly show you the backend. This is the live backend for SIVA, and this is how it looks when you activate the white label solution. You have the statistics. These are the live statistics. These are the members and the total engagement since we relaunched the statistics. So we are still in beta. This is why we had the last stats reset, I think 2 or 3 months ago. And these are the tokens that we currently have in our ecosystem that you just saw. We just added Matic token 2. This is for testing purposes because we will have the native Matic token as a reward option in a few days. And this is the back end. And if you want to add a new token, for example, you just click on tokens. And let's say we want to add the Polydoge token, for example. Then you have to enter. So this is just the update interface. Let me just redo this. If you want to add a completely new ERC20 token, you just go here, enter the smart contract address, say is enabled, choose the blockchain, the multiplier, which I just explained with Polydoge, for example, the multiplier is 100. So you get for every single engagement point, you get 100 Polydoge. And for SIVA, the multiplier is 0.001. So you get for one engagement point, you get 0.001 SIVA, which means you need 1,000 engagement points to withdraw 1 SIVA. And this can be customized for all tokens separately in this token interface. And you verify the token data, which looks, let's say, want to update the Polydoge. You verify the token data, then it reads on-chain the details, the decimals and everything. We just hit update, and then you have added a new token. And the cool thing is now, of course, that you can set these tokens as the withdraw option. And so for now on, everyone that wants to withdraw has the option to withdraw into Polydoge or the token that you just created. And yeah, that's it. This is really how easy it is. And the same with NFTs. So if you want to have a new requirement, your PFP, for example, as to earn a reward, you can just create new NFTs. We currently have our SIVA starter passes, the founder passes, and our partner Polygon Punks as a requirement to earn in our ecosystem. And the requirements can be set separately again for every reward. And what this means, you can create rewards. And these are the live rewards that we currently have in the public ecosystem. So for Tweet to Earn and for Discord engagements and soon for Telegram engagements. And it's really as simple as creating a new reward and choose which reward you want to have. For example, let's say engagement points, which is the resource that can be withdrawn into coins and tokens. And this step is important. As you said, we have to comply with terms and regulations. And most services do not allow you to earn something that has a value. So see it more like payback points. You earn something that has no immediate value. But the cool thing is what you can do with these engagement points. And this is currently withdrawing them into coins and tokens, soon into NFTs, and even printed on demand merchandise. So there are multiple use cases for these engagement points. And this is how easy it is to create a new reward and to attach the requirement, which can be and or connected. So you can say, to get this reward, you need a SIVA starter pass or a SIVA founder pass. And then you can say this should be this amount. You can set a name and you hit save. And once you've done this, you can go to assign rewards, which is when we go back to the dashboard. Right here. Here are the Discord engagement that you can reward. And these are this engagement. So adding a reaction, writing a message, writing a long message, and completing a daily quest. And if I want to change, for example, the rewards for someone who writes a message, I can just go to manage. And then it reads out all the details. I can set the cooldown for the rewards. And now I can attach the rewards to the engagement type, which is now writing a message. So these are the currently assigned rewards that you get when you engage in the public ecosystem of SIVA. As I said, we are in over 150 servers currently, and on all servers you earn these rewards. And this is really how easy it is to attach new rewards. You just say, okay, now I want to add the big EP package to someone who writes a message. You assign it, and you hit save. And now I think I messed up the cooldown, but no worries. We'll set it back. And and now if you go to the SIVA Discord, this should already work, and I hope not too many people are watching now live. So
that's always the case, but I think our last one has had quite a few. Most
it's
people,
30 EP, so it's nothing to
watch it after
very.
the fact.
So let me see.
When
Okay, I wrote it in the
when the reviews are in. As soon as the reviews are in.
Yeah, and now you can see that this one is the big EP package that I just received, and this is something that I just set up right here. So the big EP package is something that I just activated, and to say, okay, that was a mistake, too many people are going nuts, just reassign it, and we will lower the cooldown to 180, I think, and then we save the changes. And now if you engage again, you do not receive this reward anymore. And you only receive the reward if you get the requirement.
All of the servers, right?
Yes, exactly. On all Discord servers where the public bot is in. Yeah.
So you don't want to go bot hopping or
no, this is not possible because the cooldown that you see here applies globally. So you cannot just go to let's say the Axion server, say GM, and go to the SIVA server and say GM, and you will see that I do not receive any rewards because I'm in the cooldown, and the cooldown for all bots are global. So for example, if you have the custom Axion bot and you want to give this bot to a partner server, for example, so they can earn Axion on their server too, the cooldown will be global too. So they cannot go to your server and go to their server and engage because the cooldown is global. What's good to know is that we separated the cooldowns for writing a long message, for writing a normal message, which means basically less than 20 words, and for adding a reaction. So we have 3 engagement types with 3 different cooldowns. So this is just to keep to have people more engaged.
I've taken advantage of that several times. You give a good
awesome,
morning.
Yeah, this is what we want. This is planned
and then
behavior.
You can go actually say something of value.
Yeah, this is this is what we wanted, because we saw users not engaging because they wanted to wait until the cooldown is over. And so we found a way to at least push the users to write maybe a long message to get the rewards in another server, add a reaction in this server, and then wait for the cooldown. So you have this rotation or
Did you
the
see that
core
message
gameplay loop, if you will. So.
Did you see the message I sent you?
Nope. Oh, I'm streaming, right? Can I, is it safe for work?
You know what? Don't go there.
Okay, maybe just let me do it like this. So, okay, awesome. Yeah, okay, good point. Good. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, yeah, and this is really how easy it is to bring new tokens into the ecosystem, to configure new rewards, and as you can see, you can even configure what users get that do your daily reward, the daily quest, and this is this one over here. So if you do the daily quest, which basically just means you enter the /command /daily, hit the enter button, and then you click another button to make your daily, you will receive a reward. And if you do this more times in a row, meaning 7 days, 14 days, 21 and 28 days, you will receive a permanent perk for all engagements. And this is what you can see over here. For writing a message, for example, we have added the rewards for someone who is on daily streak level 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yeah, basically meaning if you do your daily 7 days in a row, so for 1 week, you get +1 engagement point for all engagements. And this is, of course, to reward users that do it on a daily basis even more. And yeah, we had users, one really took it to the limit, and he did the daily since we launched. So since we had the dailies in our ecosystem, and I think he was on daily 260, something like this. Really amazing how it works. And we have so many more things on the roadmap.
Even myself, can I see the different rewards that I've gotten across those different servers? So I see, what my engagement points are on SIVA versus on Axion versus on Smart Finance. Is that something that just shows up when I go in and check it?
Not yet, but we will have it. So once we reach a threshold, I think of like 10 custom bots, where it will make sense to have like this unified balance, then yeah, of course, we will show you like this balance that you accumulated on all different custom bot implementations. Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
Yeah. And as I said, we already have. This is something that is already live because the back end is something that we have now the 5th custom bot set up, and the public launch will be on Saturday too, so everyone can set it up on their own. And what is already live is the statistics, for example. You can see how active I am on Discord in the servers that have SIVA, and these are only rewarded engagements currently, so with the cooldown. And the cool thing and the value for founders is, of course, if you go to project statistics, you can see the engagements in the servers that you participate. Let's say, for example, yeah, it's really amazing. Let's go Smart Finance, for example, because I know these guys are over the top. You can see the engagements are really crazy. There are hundreds of engagements every day. So this means it's a really active community. And the next stage, what we will have on the roadmap, are so-called hype trains. So if your community was able to engage 100 times in 1 hour or in 2 hours, the numbers are up for discussion, your community will be considered a hype train. And they will appear on the top of our homepage for everyone to one-click join. So you can just jump into an active community, and every project that is considered a hype train will have permanent perks added to every member who engages in this active community. And
that's awesome. That's good.
Yeah, and for custom bot founders, that means that we will have a new reward type, which basically just says what do you want to give your community for every engagement when they have reached hype train state. And then of course we want to look into some Twitter bots to like announce 2 times a day who's the current hype train project. But since we have so many new changes to the Twitter API, I don't think this will happen soon, at least. So we will post it, of course, manually, like the top engaging project across all projects. And that's there's so much more that we could talk about. Like I always say, we have this integrated leveling system, and maybe we can have a short look at this. So we can just set up levels and the experience points that a user has to have to reach this level. And then again, you can just attach rewards to the level ups. So this is when I assign rewards. And you can just choose what a user should receive as a reward when they reach the new level. And again, we have all rewards that we have set up are selectable. And so this is what I always say, you have to set it up one time, and then you can just mix and match to events, to happy hours, whatever you want to do. And to show you how the levels work inside of Discord, let's go to the general chat and say level, for example, and then you can see what my current XP balance in the official SIVA Discord server. I'm on level 15, and the next level up gives me an ultimate EP bonanza, and we have 20 levels in total. And here's like a small estimation of how much XP are required to reach the next level, and how much XP are required, like the overall progress that you need to until you reach the maximum level. And again, it's really in real time. If you change something in the back end, as we already saw, it's instantly live on Discords and on all Discords that your custom bot is in. And you can really treat your bot like the SIVA public ecosystem. So it's up to you to set it up. And if you want to keep it as your precious for only your community, if you want to give it to your partners, or if you want to implement your partners so their community can earn in your Discord, it's really up to the project, to the founders, and to the CEOs, CTOs, and every tokenomic planner to implement what you want to allocate to give back to your community. And we give you tools to do that, so there's no excuse anymore that you can't do it. And it's non-custodial. This is another cool thing that I maybe can quickly show you how it works in the back end. So if you want to provide tokens to our public ecosystem or to your own ecosystem when you have a custom bot, you just add what we call a relay wallet. And what this means is we will work with OpenZeppelin, and you can just go to, I think I'm not logged in, you can go to the OpenZeppelin website, you create a relay wallet, you enter the API key and secret, we encrypt it and save it, and this is how we get access to your relay wallet. And the cool thing is, at no time are we in custody of your tokens, and you remain in full control. What this means is you can just disable the relay wallet, you can disable the tokens, so SIVA has no access to it. And the last resort would be to regenerate the API key and secret, and no one has access to it. So you remain in custody, and we don't have like this centralized entity, giant custodial wallet, which wouldn't let me sleep at night. And this way, we really can provide the most decentralized and non-custodial and fair and secure approach that I could think of.
That's awesome. That's good. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really amazing, and it continues and continues. So, for example, we have now here we can set up the tweet to earn slogan. So, what can be mentioned on Twitter, so users will be rewarded, and the output will again be fed back into Discord. And
so you're extending that engagement from Discord now into Twitter. Yeah. And then, if I'm correct, you are in the process of extending that engagement into Telegram. And
we already have it in a secret test environment. Awesome. And we if you go to our start page, you see that we have this progressometer on our website, and this updates dynamically. So if we reach 10%, this will be green with a little check mark, and we will start to do the final polish on the Telegram implementation, and this will work like we already see it over here in the if I go here, you can just choose to add another app. You have to maybe I can just quickly show you how to add a Discord bot. So you go to apps, you go to create app, and here's currently Discord and Twitter. You click on Discord and you just enter the bot token, and this is basically everything you need to go with your own customized version. And there will be another option for Telegram, and if you go to the dashboard, you will just have one other button which says Telegram, and this will look quite similar to the Discord assign rewards interface, where you just add where we have add reaction, write message, write long message, and if we support events in Telegram, which I'm not 100% certain if we will support all commands, then you can just then you will of course have daily quest too. But then you can just assign rewards, as I just showed you, to all Telegram engagements. And the next thing will be YouTube. So you can set up as an engagement time, watch a video for customizable amount of time, like 2 minutes. If you watch this video 2 minutes, you will receive a reward. And this is what we will have for all kinds of services that have enough traction, enough publicity. And because it's of course development time that we have to allocate to implement a new client, it might be down to one or 2 weeks to implement a new client. For example, we will have a WordPress implementation. When you add a rating to a blog, for example, or if you discuss in this discuss plugin, you will get rewards. And as we have the software development and game development kit, where you can basically set up your own applications and your own engagement types, and again just add the rewards that you already have set up with the requirements, tokens, blah blah. Just add them to the engagement type, and you're good to go. And yeah, we will not stop. So we will hook up into all services that lets us measure engagements via API. And yeah, as I said, we already just getting started, and we had to start somewhere. And this is why we choose Discord, because Discord had this cool / command update, which is basically event management from a software design perspective. And so they made us easy to choose to start on Discord. And this is why we are currently mostly known for the Discord application. But we have so many more things on our roadmap, and we don't even stop at digital worlds. If you imagine you go to a concert and authenticate with your smartphone, we can send you a printed on-demand T-shirt from your favorite band that you just go to a concert for. So, and it's just amazing, the road ahead.
So are there any other? We're coming up on an hour mark, which we normally kind of close our live streams at about an hour. But I already mentioned, we're here to support you guys, and I definitely still want to hear from Josh at Smart Finance. Is there any other specific aspects that you feel are critical to share right now? Because I mean, honestly, at this point, I've learned more in this kind of presentation than I have up until now. And actually, I was looking for my pen. And I hope these notes in my head don't get lost, because I've had some thoughts and ideas I want to share with you guys afterwards. But
yeah, maybe one more thing that everyone likes to hear about, because staking is like this word in the crypto sphere, in the crypto space, and what we call it is HODL-based reward system. So you don't have to stake and give up custody of your tokens. You just have to hold them to receive your staking reward. And the staking reward has, again, streaks. So the longer you hold, the more streaks you accumulate, the more rewards you get for staking the tokens. Plus, we have the option for custom bot holders, and this will be enabled by default for the public version. We will implement an engagement factor. So the more you have engaged within the last X days, the more rewards you will get for staking, which is, like I said, just hold it on your wallet, staking rewards. And the more cool thing is, that it basically turns the whole system into a compound staking system, because remember, you can withdraw into SIVA, and if you will get rewards for staking SIVA. So if you withdraw, you top up your staking deposit and your staking balance, which turns it into this compound staking mechanism through engagement, which is just mind-blowing. I can't wait to have it, to be honest. So yeah,
that's
this
awesome.
is one more thing. We have so many more things like achievements that we will have, where you can have some achievements in the ecosystem, engage like 1,000 times, be part of 5 different projects, and many more things.
Badges?
And sorry,
like earning badges.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Badges.
this is how we want to do it. So
badges.
yeah, it's customizable for the projects, of course. Again, so you will be able to customize it with nice graphics, and yeah, for sure.
No, I like
and
that.
yeah, maybe one last thing. Again, the last thing. We now found a way to integrate native Bitcoin into the whole ecosystem idea. So we will have at one point in time. It always, of course, depends on the funding that we will start on Saturday. The time that we will have these features, the better funding we get, because we really want to employ 1 or 2 more developers that help out with some client development, for example. And yeah, the more funding we get, the sooner we have all these features.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's.
Well,
I think I wanted to say something.
I just had some ideas from what we've been talking about that I think would be really good to bring some more value to not just the token, but to the projects that are participating. So
yeah, exactly. This is and it will be mind blowing, because at one point in time we will provide like basic smart wallet functionality with like social login from within our clients. Meaning in Discord, you can just type in transfer ETH to from me to my brother to whatever, and you just have to enter a PIN, small security a question, for example, and maybe we will have like multi-factor authentication to sign the transaction, and because this is of course now possible with account abstraction. And yeah, then you will be able, as I already said, and this is maybe like a good outro intro, because as I said, we will have swapping to basically all kinds of tokens that exist under this atmosphere, and we will use, of course, smart finance for this, and we will utilize their API implementation. We will have smart finance on our website once the widgets are all there, and then you will be able to swap in Discord from whatever token you want to whatever token you want. And yeah, we are so glad we met Smart Finance on our journey, and yeah, can't wait to really implement their ecosystem or their product in our product, because we really think it's about this. Everyone has to work together to make Web3 successful, and this is where we operate. You don't have to know nothing. Join our server, say GM, and that's all you need to know. So this is where it has to go. Like PayPal, enter the email address, enter the amount, click send. This is where Web3 has to go.
Well, you think it might be a good time to bring Josh on for a minute?
Yep.
How's it going, Josh? I like that. Is that a custom avatar that you had created from a picture of you?
Yeah. No, that ain't me. That's Elon Musk, one of our characters. But yeah, he's rocking the crown, King of Avalanche crown with the big blue puffy jacket, smart finance jacket.
And Josh is not afraid of the camera, guys, but I think maybe he's in his pajamas today. So
my hair is all kinds of crazy. I got long hair. I didn't know we were doing StreamYard, so I'm still wearing my dirty t-shirt.
That's all right.
Doing the dev thing for 7 hours so far at least.
So why don't you give us a little update? I know, we mentioned this at the very beginning of our presentation, that you were one of the first to implement SIVA. We at Axion are totally stoked with your bridge in the fact that someone can purchase our native token from the Binance Smart Chain using their BNB and I already did this myself. I did it and actually did it on one of our live streams. So whether it's on the AVAX chain and using AVAX, or on the Binance chain using BNB, using your bridge for an extremely minuscule fee, especially compared to like Ethereum, those token holders from other chains can purchase their Axion. And I know you're looking at implementing a new widget. I don't know how. I know it was pretty close to being done last time we talked. And then I know with SIVA, you're looking to do some integration of that as well. So why don't you give us just a little overview and a catch up on how things are going there with smart finance?
Not a problem. I know you're past your hour mark, so I'll go ahead and talk.
Don't worry about it. This time, you know what? I don't care. Honestly, I'm here. I'm here to get caught up and to share this great information.
Well, I'll go ahead and then I'll take it from there and try to be prompt with it. I know I tangent off, but yes, you guys, I am XRP Junkie, co-founder of Smart Finance, COO and CMO. If you are looking to do some networking or partnerships or collaborations, I'm that guy to talk to. In addition to that, I'm the creative behind the project, user of the DeFi ecosystem for years and years and years since the word DeFi came out and MetaMask dropped their wallet. I can tell you that through experience of chasing down NFTs, tokens, and a variety of protocols across chain to chain to chain, that me and my team and my community were one of the very first networks to really experience where the pitfalls were of bridging, where the bottlenecks were, where the most time-consuming effort went into, and why that needed to change. So we decided to build what's called the Smart Finance Omnidex, and it was mainly just to get rid of all those issues for ourselves. So what we did was basically, if you trade on BNB, you're probably doing your token trading over at PancakeSwap. ETH, you're probably trading at Uniswap. AVAX, Trader Joe, so on and so forth down the road, meaning that you're exposing your wallet to connections all over the internet when you can actually just connect to one site, smartfinance.exchange, and have access to 7 different networks just as a start. We are trading live on AVAX, Polygon, Ethereum, BNB, Optimism, Arbitrum, and Phantom for local swaps. So meaning you can trade token to token, and all from one UI UX. One page, one dApp that you connected to. You just toggle between the networks you want to operate on. We then created the bridge to bridge people between those networks. And if you're listening still, then you're curious, we have one of the fastest bridges in DeFi. It's sub 60 seconds, sometimes 40 seconds finality. It's a full on-chain solution, no off-chain messaging pools, no central point for failure. It is DEX liquidity aggregation, so we're guaranteeing you out of the options that we have available, the fastest finality, lowest slippage, and least price impact. Now, if you navigate to one of those other competitors that only have one liquidity pool for the pair that you're trading, you're dealing, and you're going to suffer their price impact, their slippage for that liquidity pool. If there happens to be a better one with a better day, we will grab that one for you for your swap, and your bridge, just to make sure that you save the most money. So sub 60 second bridging, multi-chain swapping, so you can do all your shit from one place, live on 7 different networks. Currently, if you hit our dApp, it's undergoing maintenance. The reason it's that is because we basically we're integrating we were only bridging on 4 out of the 7. So we're bridging Ethereum, Polygon, BNB, and AVAX. The other 3, Arbitrum, Optimism, Phantom, we needed to connect those contracts. So when we went to deploy these contracts for the bridging and integrating them into our V2 website, V2 dApp, V2 widget, V2 claims page, everything is getting a full revamp. When we started doing that, we basically took connectivity away of other angles of the spider web. So I said, put it under maintenance. Let's just deliver a full product all at once. Let's not have half the shit working.
this day and the other half not working this day. So we've been under maintenance for about a few weeks now. But this isn't the first time, guys. You know, like we've set precedents many times of stating what we're going to build, taking some time to develop it and actually deploying it, and, you know, bringing that community full circle many different times. So this is nothing new for us to have a new innovating feature that needs some time to actually integrate, but it's the first time that our DApp has been down in, you know, 15 months to actually get it done. So with that being said, our widget in the new DApp, the new integration, the new design, the new wireframes, everything is on its way. From what I'm being told, contracts are being sent to the GitHub right now in order to be reattached to the website and you know, kicked on, light switch turned, and everything going again. How soon does that take place? I don't know. I don't do all that tinkering, but it should be very, very soon. With that being said, in the meantime, you guys, we're deploying the royalty racers. We just got our game in, and if you guys have ever been in our Discord, it's kind of like a Rumble, but you get to watch this like physically on the voice chat live stream. And we have characters that race across the screen towards the finish line, and they're randomized. So the random winner wins whatever we're giving away that day. Well, with our Royalty Racer NFT campaign, you guys, you buy a racer, that's your NFT. Your NFT races on the screen, and it's vehicles. It's 100 different vehicles, and all of our smart finance characters sitting inside the vehicles. And then the race, we just reskin the website that we actually use and love. We just reskinned it, and then we utilize our NFTs as the characters that are racing across the screen. So you'll be able to see your NFT in the leading pack, cheering it on for that win. And 100% of the mint money and 100% of the secondary royalties go towards funding the rewards for the races. So as we mint out, there's going to be a bag of AVAX sitting there that we're going to put up as a, you know, not the whole thing, not all at once, but as a sustainable model that, you know, maybe SIVA, maybe Joe mints one, and he gets the cartoon Scooby-Doo mobile, but he really wanted the orange Lamborghini.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Or the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, for sure.
Or the drop top caddy, or the lowrider on jump on you know what I'm saying, on what is it called, flippers, hydraulics. There's so much variety when it comes to these NFTs that you're going to see one that you've either drove, you wanted to drive, your dad used to own, you know, just something like that, and it's going to drive secondary sales just based off of the vehicle, more or less based off of the fact that the more you own, the more chances you have at winning these races. So we expect a really high floor. And we expect to, like I said, 100% of the royalties and 100% of the mint money goes towards funding the operation of giving away that money to other people. So, you know, we're about to mint that. It's going to be kind of a stealth launch, running into some launchpad issues. But we have ways to get the collection out and get it to the people. We have 20 that are going to be free mints. They're already spoken for. We have 30 that are pre-sale at 1 AVAX, which is like $12. And then we have 50 that go public sale at 2 AVAX, which is like $25. So that's our little fun times. One more thing.
Yeah, I've seen some of the messages come across. I'm looking forward to checking that out.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I love it. But the big thing here is some of the stuff that you guys have been talking about with Joe and Lars. If you guys were listening in on their token distribution, how it's done through the NFT protocol, or through the NFT contract, and then the funds are vested from the pre-sale and they're distributed at a later date. Me and him discussed something on a live stream the other day that we still need to talk about, but like the applications of Web3 is getting crazy, and there's only room for more innovations on top of it. And what we've done, you guys, we literally are selling Avalanche NFTs and using other networks tokens to pay for them. What does that mean? That means that we have, instead of one payment method, we have thousands now. Instead of just taking AVAX for our NFT, I can take Burger token on the Binance Smart Chain. I can take Cake token. I can take Axion from the Polygon chain and pay for my AVAX NFT via cross-chain minting. It's so cool, you guys. It's not a theory. We already put it into play. We already had a mint proof of concept day where we let our community mint the AVAX, the Avalanche NFTs that we have. Our NFTs share the fees from the DEX, you guys. We didn't even mention that. If you own our NFTs, you own a proportional share of the fee pool. So you guys, the more NFTs you own, the more fees you own from the fee pool. As we continue to grow and expand our community and expand our unique wallet base of users, and not to just mention the users, but the protocols that are going to be utilizing the smart finance back end, meaning that if something does take place through this protocol and they have tons of volume, it all aggregates through our DEX. So if somebody buys a Bored Ape Yacht Club Ethereum NFT for $200,000 and they use Binance token on the Binance Smart Chain to pay for it, there's going to be an aggregation through our bridge that's going to make every single one of my NFT holders a bag of cash every single time that it happens. And if you don't think that interoperability is going to take over DeFi and that this is going to be a daily thing where people are buying NFTs with currencies from other chains, streamlined, straight line in 40 seconds, then you're living in the past, ladies and gentlemen. Smart Finance is dedicated to making this an interoperable ecosystem, not just EVM, but expanding into other layer 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s and whatever comes next, you guys. So that's us. I tried to speed it up for you. I hope everybody got what we're putting down, picking up what we're putting down. Thank you, James, for being a great friend. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Lars, for always being there for questions and every little devious plan that I have. You guys are always there to back me up. I appreciate you guys.
So what time is the launch on Saturday, guys?
The Twitter space will start at 12 p.m. EST, and I think we will open the mint around 10 p.m. EST, and having a beer while doing it until we start the space.
Or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Hey, how often do you make it to the States, Joe, Lars?
Sorry?
How often do you make it to the States?
I hope much more often in the future. So my brother was there, the last was there a few times, but I haven't been. So, but we will, of course, everything is funding dependent, of course. Then we will visit every convention that we can get to 100%.
There's a good one coming up in December right here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to
September. Is it September or December?
Yeah, no, the Breathe convention in September. That one I'm going to be at with a booth and as a speaker, and it's in Las Vegas. So, Joe, a little Vegas action.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I might be there too. Sure. I think we might be there as well. So
better be.
It's only a 2-hour drive for me.
It's a great opportunity because nice. in my opinion, you can just. Yeah, you can hit breatheconvention.com, to be honest with you, and you can read about like who's going to be there. And they have like a little, like OpenAI and just like some weirder Web 2 kind of feeling companies are going to be there, which just it screams opportunity, just for VCs and different markets being there looking into the Web 3, knowing that they need shit like this. All three of us.
So
yeah, definitely.
Well, hey guys, I mean, this has been awesome. Appreciate you being able to come, Josh. Love hearing how things are going there with Smart Finance. I think we're two peas in a pod in a lot of respects, except for you just got more energy and you're just more of a machine and an inspiration to me. And I don't say that lightly. I'm not just blowing wind, but I've appreciated that. Look forward to what that means in the future, as well as you guys, Joe and Lars, with what you're doing at SIVA, the opportunities that you're providing other projects and potential communities is really a game changer. And there's so much room for expanding on that and really kind of embracing things that are happening day to day. And so really looking forward to that. So Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern, is that right?
10 p.m. Eastern, we will open up the mint, and on 12 p.m. we will start the Twitter space with some amazing guests. We will have some what I of course look forward to, some Discord security specialists who wanted to attend. He's from boring security and does really amazing stuff regarding Discord security. And so we will talk about all the facets of SIVA. Main focus is, of course, the upcoming token launch and all the utilities that we have attached to the token. There are 15 utilities that we will go into in detail on the spaces. I talked to a lot of awesome and amazing people. Smart Finance, Josh, hopefully you can make it. James, you of course would appreciate if you can find the time. We know time zones are always
And that's
a
on
little
Twitter.
bit different.
Is that going to be a Twitter space?
It will be a Twitter space, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm
Just
wondering
starting
if I
12
can.
PM.
I'm wondering if I can mirror it through it on YouTube or something too.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I will test some technical stuff up front, so we will maybe make safe that the Twitter space will not rock. And we have people from all over
Just
the world.
get a guy with an iPhone. See, right, Josh? Just get a guy with the iPhone.
Yeah, I need those people all the time.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah,
awesome. Anything you kind of thought of that you felt like maybe you skimmed over, not to distract from the energy. I think the energy's been perfect. I think I'm looking forward to Saturday. I've been impressed with and excited about and appreciative of all the engagement we've had up until now. I know it's just we're really at the beginning of a journey, a new chapter, if you will. And what communities need right now, what projects need right now, is a way to kind of hold the line, to hang in there, to stay afloat, and get through whatever this is that we're going through within the whole blockchain, the bear market, and the world economy, and shifting dynamics that ultimately just make life what it is. And I just see you guys as a big part. You're definitely going to be a big part of our community moving forward. Like I said earlier, I have some ideas I want to throw at you. I know I've already thrown a few at you. And I'm okay with, some things they stick to the wall. Some things they just kind of slide down and end up on the floor. So, if it sticks on the floor and it looks really, really awesome, then I would say we run with it. And if it just slowly slides down the wall and lands on the floor, then we just clean it up and we try again. So,
hey, you know what I'll say in addition to that is that I've been looking forward to the water rising, as they say, when the tide comes back. And not just for our Discord server, but I'm eager to see what it does for SIVA, right? They've just came in, laid a foundation, a road to the west, and now when the flood comes in, everybody's going to have a path. Everybody's going to have a task. Like
everybody's going to have a surfboard under their arm.
Dude, I remember when we first launched our campaign. Oh, no, it was a server I was in before we first launched anything. And what they had us do was every day there was an announcement, and we had to go retweet. He'd have a list of things to do, and then he'd have to go in manually later that night and see who did it and award them manually points at the end of the day towards their XP. Like, this was damn near 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. We were like, are you going to award those tasks or those things, those quests that we did? Because we're all trying to earn this XP to be like, just number one in the server, biggest supporter, nothing incentivized cash value. But like, we were doing it and it was the hard way. Like, this is just a new iteration of keeping the masses entertained, and it keeps the bear market masses entertained, which is like probably 12% of what's not even 12%, probably like 5% of what we used to have daily is what we have now. Even with SIVA, the bear market blues are real. So when they come back, bro, you guys are set up, got the world set up for success.
That's right.
And we will have so many things. There's gamification when we have this AI featured Rumble bot. When we can manage to get close to mint out. which is like an AI-powered version of the Rumblebot that you might know from Discord, enhanced with some unique ideas, so we don't just copycat what we have, some cool things that we want to attach. And of course, again, with automated reward distribution, meaning your game masters can just choose which reward should the winner receive, and the winner will receive the reward automatically. So there's no manual work involved. This is what we of course want to do. We want to be as easy as possible, and we want to reward the right people. And these are community members, moderators, administrators. And we found a way, and it's really just possible since blockchain. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be feasible. And so with this new technology, and we found a really unique way to do it, and we saw a lot of people trying to do it our style, but you have to be 100% free of greediness if you want to do these things, because as you know, you don't need to have any SIVA, you don't have to earn SIVA, you can use your NFTs. We really want to develop cool tools for founders, and this is what we want to do, and this is why we're looking for funding on Saturday to kickstart everything that we have on our roadmap. I could go over, I think, like 39 features that we came up with, but I will keep it for the spaces tomorrow.
Well,
so
yeah,
otherwise we would sit in 2 hours.
And like I said, this is really just the beginning of a chapter. You know, because when we go to white label everything, you know, we want to do this again, and I want to get, so just like Josh is doing these power monster insane spaces on the weekends, you know, I want to get to where we're doing something, you know, we're giving weekly updates for our partners, weekly updates for Axion, you know, milestone updates. So especially when we look to kind of flipping the switch on, if you will, to the white label solution, would definitely want to get together, have another hangout like this. You know, I know, not to distract from anything, the energy's been awesome. It's felt by anybody who will tune in. And, you know, we get hundreds and sometimes, you know, into the thousands of views for these updates. You know, a lot of people are lurking, and they're tuning in when it's convenient for them. Which is why typically we keep them down to an hour, because people know that, you know, that they can get what they're coming to, you know, what the information they want in a relatively compact timeline. But with this, you know, made it very clear at the very beginning. We had no desire to hold that down.
The cool thing is we have a working product, and this is the advantage, if you can showcase everything and really show off everything. So it's not that we want to fund an idea and maybe we can do it. Everything works for over a year. We developed all the new features, and then we have a lot to show off. And then when we come up with such an innovative ITO like we did, that's basically like a whole nother show to just talk about how we did it, why we did it, and the advantages of it.
And this is only going to grow. This is not something that's going to, you know, that interest in it is going to peter out. This is only going to grow. You know, engagement's going to grow. Additional communities are going to come in. I mean, you know, in fact, I think I mentioned this before. You know, even with 200 founder passes, once you get to that 200 founder passes, guys, you're going to be working your butts off. I mean,
yep.
So, I'm definitely cheering you on in that respect. I mean, that would be great. So, yep. But I have had some thoughts. I'm trying to keep the notes in my head. I'm trying not to flush my cache.
Perfect.
So I actually have limited the amount of ideas I've allowed myself to actually explore in my own mind as I was listening to you guys. I had to go pay the mechanic, and I took my only freaking pen off my desk when I went, so it's still out in my car. But anyway, so you know what, guys, I think this has been awesome. I appreciate it that we've been able to get together. I've enjoyed learning more as you know, like when we set up our server, even though it's a simple process, I was terrified to screw everything up. And, we run a very tight server on Discord. And so I was really excited that we were finally able to get it up and running in a way that I felt like I didn't break everything doing it. And that's really what's nice.
Yeah, it's not really breakable. So it's always depends a little bit on the server security.
It really isn't as difficult as I had cooked it up in my mind, except for in the fact that we do have pretty tight rules on all of our channels. And so we have to open permissions and all this kind of stuff, which, that's the more technical side of things. But you guys have thought of those things. You guys have covered those things. You've made sure that it is as secure as we have set our Discord up to begin with.
Only permissions required to really the bare permissions to make everything work.
On our server, did we in no way, open ourselves up to vulnerabilities? And that's really what that was my biggest concern. Is I'm the biggest vulnerability, to be honest with you. So, we made that. You guys helped make that process really smooth. And anybody who catches this, anybody's watching, anybody's interested in adding this to your Discord server, I'm going to tell you flat out, don't wait. Just get it done. Get it on there. Start learning. Start using it, because it's a tool that's going to help your community grow.
It takes 30 seconds to invite and get started with.
Yeah. So, any parting thoughts, Josh?
I could probably just reiterate everything that you said. Ever since I met him, I saw the value behind the product. As a founder, as a community manager, as the marketing officer, like I see the value of keeping the community entertained, especially incentivized monetarily through their engagement, which we already kind of expect from them, right? And we don't want to take for granted. So this is a great opportunity for us as a group of founders to really give a way to give back. We can implement a dozen different bots at the end of the day, but there's only very, very, very few that do something like SIVA, and only one that's killed it the way that they have, and only one that's on our server for so.
And it works. It works really nice.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see our token on it too. So that's alpha for the future. Let's go.
Ooh, awesome. Yep. Let's go.
All right, guys. Lars, you're a man of a few words, but you're a genius in everything that you do. Appreciate you coming. Anything you want to add? Tell you what your brother has said. These guys are brothers, by the way.
Actually, I can't add anything else. That's the funny part for me. Actually, when we have these meetings, I can't add anything. He wraps up so good, and
good.
Yeah, that's basically
awesome.
it. So, guys, go to meet our starter passes, founder passes. Welcome to on Saturday. So let's go, guys.
Yep. Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Twitter Spaces. We'll have links.
Mint starts. Twitter Space starts at 12 p.m.
12
and
p.m.
we'll put out the announcement, of course. I think maybe later today or tomorrow.
And we'll have links on our website. We'll have a couple more announcements, and I will definitely be hopping on.
Awesome. I appreciate you so much, and thank you for providing us the platform right here, the live stream, the AMA. If there are any questions, there wasn't a single question we couldn't answer in 1 year, and I highly doubt that you will find a question that we couldn't answer, that we can't answer. And again, thank you for your support, Josh. Again, you of course too. Thank you for your spaces and for the exposure that we of course need to make SIVA a success. And guys, I'm excited for Saturday. Like a lot of burden and a lot of pressure goes off the shoulders with all the white label solution and the custom bots working flawless, and the community is loving it. And this is the everything that we could ask for. And again, thank you very much for supporting us.
You bet.
And for your time, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, man. Well, everybody, have a good weekend coming up. We'll see you on Saturday. Cheers, ciao, and say la vie.
Party on, Wayne.
Okay.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Party on, Garth.